I woke up with an idea in mind to create a sweet illustration, but first I had to tidy up the studio just a little bit. Hello and welcome or welcome back. I'm Rados, the self-taught artist working mainly with watercolors and would love to share my art journey with you. Today I invite you to spend some time with me in the studio, to arrange some books and art supplies, drink a coffee, get inspired and of course, do some painting. I've got this new bookcase and I'm so excited about it. Prepped it last night with a little help of course, and now it's ready to be transformed into a little magical place. Although we are still in late summer here in the UK, arranging this corner of the studio just gives me these cozy vibes of my favorite season, autumn. I have forgotten about these, so I went for a quick swatch. They are school quality, but you can still have fun with them. I'm going to stick with my watercolors for the illustration today, but you know how it happens when you go through your old stuff. You're just rediscovering them. Same with the books. Isn't it strange how small things like getting a new bookcase and creating a cozy corner like this can make you really happy? And I think it's time for a coffee break. Even when I'm at my studio, I still can find inspiration in my surroundings or flipping through old books. This one, for example, I found in a charity shop. It's filled with idyllic scenes of life in old Victorian cottages. I need something like that in the moment, to inspire me, to soothe me. There is something so peaceful and nostalgic about these illustrations, like they belong to a slower, sweeter time. I had this idea in mind of a character living this slow life, enjoying every moment, like just got out of a children's book. Having an idea is one thing, but when it's time to transform it into a real artwork is totally different, and the hardest part is actually to start. When I'm not sure where to begin though, I like to browse through some free-to-use images on the internet. In this case, I've searched mainly for references of cute hedgehogs, as our character is going to be a hedgehog. Most of the time I'm picking photos as references, trying to represent the original. Not much of stylization, but this time The photos will be mostly to set the creative mood. Before moving into my watercolor sketchbook, I decided to create a little thumbnail of how our scene would look like. Well, most of the time I change a lot of things or don't plan at all, but this time I wanted to do it properly, to have this time to actually think of what I'm going to create and dreaming about the story too. I try to imagine the whole world the character lives in, not only the scene. As I start the sketch, I'm imagining cozy and quiet world hidden between the leaves of a forest, just starting to turn golden. A place where time moves slowly and the days are filled with teacups, sweet conversations and soft afternoon light. And in that world lives one very particular hedgehog. The world exists in my head, but when I try to put it on paper is a little trickier, so stay with me. I'm starting with the forest, the quiet little path where our hedgehog has to walk every morning since he started a new job. And actually I'm trying to paint a scene from his first day. Background scares me the most. Probably that's why I started with it. I picked these cooler green tones to create a sense of depth, like the forest stretches quietly beyond what we can see. I choose to keep the forest green, holding on to that late summer feeling when the days are still warm, but the light is just beginning to shift. But I'm keeping the right to hint of autumn in some bushes, just a reminder of the forest that the change is near. I love to observe the changes in the nature, especially between the seasons. It gives you the feeling of a routine in this wild world. Let's go back to the story of our character. His first day in a job, he has a good feeling about it. He started working for Forest Mail and, as you probably guessed, he has to deliver all the letters and packages to the forest folk on time. He's got his uniform, cozy red scarf with a brooch in the form of a letter, as he has to be recognizable. They promised him a full uniform for the cold months, so stay tuned. As we all know, first days can be stressful even in our dream jobs. So some letters escaped his basket. He took the wrong path twice, till finally decided to read the signs and see where is he actually going. And that's the moment I've tried to represent in my illustration. In painting terms, this was a challenge for me and I felt it as a first time too, as I don't paint whole scenes that often. It was a mixture of different lessons that I've learned and I'm grateful for that, but I still have this feeling that I could have done it better. There always will be first days, new challenges and some things that lead us off track. I often connect autumn with change and routine as it brings memories of school year beginnings. I just try to remind myself that with every start, I conquered one fear and I just have to keep going. I've put the beginning of something new here, told you a story, overcame a fear to show you the mess in my studio, but most importantly, showed you how I spent most of the days between the four walls of that studio without worrying it might be boring, because that is my life. Thank you for watching, my friends. Stay creative. Bye.